No, you have to
Gotta
have
be holding the
you have to have the
bro.
pistol in your hand. You have to have the pistol in your hand to load.
Yeah, you cannot load the
Yeah.
fucking light ammo into your fucking.
Yeah, I know, but it's like he's not choosing the pistol though. Like it's.
Yeah, press and hold tab and then use your mouse.
Hey, Krim, go get that gelato.
Okay, I think we're officially live and we're good. I'm just double checking the stream. I was listening to it on Twitch. Apparently my bitrate's way too high on Twitch. But
Bitrate is so tricky, bro.
I set it for 8500 thinking that it was fine, but no, 6400 is the max, I guess, for non-cool kids. All right, everything looks good though. It looks really fresh. Looks great. Definitely it's probably really early to start a podcast considering the fact that a lot of people that watch us are most likely still
Probably sleep. We're taking a
either
nap.
asleep or they're just not presently lurking on a computer, which is fine.
Yeah.
So, one second, my restream is like super behind, but everything else looks great. All right, so let's just quickly jump into what we're going to be doing going forward. Considering this is like a pilot episode, myself and Sai here, and a few others that will come over the next couple of weeks. We were going to officially air this at the end of August, but after today's news with Rockstar, it kind of seemed right in my opinion. When I woke up and I saw that, I was like, we need to jump on this today.
Right. It's
So,
like I was thinking in the shower, bro. I was like, bro, we gotta hop on this right now. Like the time, like there's no better time. There's no waiting on it. I think it definitely has to be discussed because as gamers, we are affected.
yeah, no, definitely. We're hugely affected by
roleplay
stuff
gamers.
like that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, like if you look at the aspect of gaming in itself, roleplay is like a huge portion of gaming. I mean, not of course like full on roleplay like we do here, but something like this is huge. So, to give a little gist before we hop into the meat and potatoes of this, we'll be doing this live. We don't have a set schedule because we were really kind of delayed in a lot of stuff, so a lot of things are going to change over the next couple of weeks. It'd be cool to have like a podcast a week, 2 podcasts a week. It just depends if there's enough happening to support it.
Yeah. Is there gonna
Our
be
main
like a
go
demand
ahead.
kind of thing?
Yeah, if there's like a huge demand, like there is a lot of things that we're gonna be covering. So
And plus, it's needed.
but
I really truly think that the community needs
no,
something
yeah,
like this.
we needed one like this, yeah.
To where they can
And
go.
who better to do it? Two of the most prime people, but there was a third, but until we say that name, we'll hold out on saying that name. There was a third big name. We'll get to that maybe another day.
For sure.
But going forward with what we're going to be doing here, our focus is kind of similar. There is a similar podcast out there. It's kind of like this. That's more of a no pixel and FiveM thing. However, we are obviously not on the FiveM level, which is perfectly okay. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Oh yeah.
But it has been it's been an empty market to say the least. It's something that has not been done. I have not seen it. I know you haven't, because we were looking the other day and we are like, man, what could we do? What could we do for the name? And then we stumbled upon another name and we're like, oh shoot, this one's taking. And then Sai brought this one up and I was like, we're just gonna go with this. So that being said, GTA World is going to be our main focus. Same with LSRP. 2 kind of big names on the Rage MP platform. We're going to dive a little deeper into the other communities that are on here. Not too crazy or anything. Do you still hear me, Sai?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay, because my screen just went all black for a second there. I was trying to highlight something that Nervous said earlier that I really wanted to get.
To show.
Decided to capture an entire fucking thing. So the podcast, like I said, is going to be live at unknown dates, times, whatever. We're going to try to keep it around time frames that people are around and whatnot, and make it kind of just readily available to everybody.
We'll definitely smooth it out as time goes on.
Yeah, exactly. As time goes on, and whatnot. But that'll be our focus. We're going to also dive into FiveM communities. Obviously, that's what we're doing today, because in the long run of a retrospect of our communities, it does technically kind of affect us due to the fact that GTA Roleplay is kind of like an umbrella in a sense. It goes beyond FiveM, Rage MP,
it does
all that juicy stuff. Yeah, so it's just a huge umbrella
for sure. And it goes like beyond the umbrella, but also I guess in a sense below the umbrella. Like it goes way back in the day, which a lot of people aren't.
GTA 4 and SAMP, yeah.
Oh yeah, and a lot of people aren't like. They're not knowledgeable of that. That SAMP roleplay existed, GTA 4 roleplay existed. A lot of new school role players have They started on GTA 5.
And Arma. Can't forget, a lot of them came from Arma too. Arma Life
Yeah.
is a huge thing for a lot of the FiveM streamers.
I used to watch
But-
Arma Life videos. So
Oh, did you?
definitely.
I've watched
But
a
I never
few.
played,
I
though.
never got into it. I tried getting into it, and I was just like, nah, this Arma's not for me. There's no sense whatsoever. Okay, so we'll get into the main topic here. The first one, obviously, which is why we're here today, which is, let me switch over.
Go ahead,
So-
MC. Do your thing, MC.
So CFX.RE, which is known as the creators of FiveM, officially joined Rockstar Games, and that to some people is huge. That's great. That's amazing. I think that's a huge step towards roleplay. Roleplay for the, like, a lot of people are saying, oh well, like next generation GTA 6. Yeah, that's going to be huge, without a doubt. Massive, extremely massive news for the future of GTRP. But there comes one thing that hit my mind when it first pulled up, and that is what RageMP announced to a lot of the servers, which was like, hey, you need to enforce non-realistic brands into your server communities to avoid getting copyright strikes.
Yeah.
Which, who is a big IP protector when it comes to their games, besides Rockstar, obviously Take-Two being part of Rockstar and whatnot, they are very huge when it comes to copyright infringements. I would love to pull up the FiveM server list right now, but I'd rather not go through that hell of opening it. We could literally go down a list of servers that have three main things: realistic cars without proper branding and usage, like whatsoever. You got Ford Explorers for police departments. You got people driving around Lamborghinis on servers.
Yeah.
The next thing
Clothing.
which was clothing. Clothing is huge. A lot of servers have clothing. RageMP. I don't know how many in RageMP servers. I know GTA World obviously has a good amount of, branded clothing. LSRP hasn't jumped board because LSRP is still just under that lackful luster of actual modding components. Not to take a dig at LSRP, but they're unfortunately a little bit behind. That's a factual fact. And the last one being what Rockstar claims is, I had it here in an article, which is loot boxes. Here we go. So as such, Take-Two legal enforcement will be aligned with the current Rockstar single player mod thing, where there's like a whole thing. I have it open here. We'll look at it in a few.
Oh, wow. No, I didn't see that page. That's going to be interesting.
So there's a lot of different things going here, which is essentially Rockstar IP, real world brands, characters, trademarks, and music. Commercial exploits, including loot boxes. Now, loot boxes is a very interesting term because there's definitely ways to go around it. When I was running Minecraft servers, we changed the name because Mojang was cracking down on people like it was nobody's business. They were just like coming down with a hack and just smashing. And thankfully we avoided it, but we closed the server a while back, like years ago. Loot boxes in the retrospective roleplay servers is what you pay to get something in a game. So people that are on those servers, those FiveM servers, those tiny ones, there was a lot of people, man, paying $50 for a car mod to get into a server that they quote unquote need for the server to be hosted. Now, obviously, I'm sure you can attest this. Servers do cost money to run, but I don't think they cost that much money.
It costs
so
money,
these,
bro. Yeah.
It costs money, but $50 for a car mod, and you got all these other players trying to do the same thing. It's going to create a standstill in the sense of servers, I think, and we're gonna jump to this quote in a minute. What Nervous said earlier is a lot of servers may close because of this. They will not like the heat that Rockstar will come at them with, because they will have no financial support to cover that. They will not be able to cover the cost for the lawyers. They'll not be able to cover the cost for just anything in general. So you're going to see a huge decrease in FiveM servers probably in the coming weeks once Rockstar kind of firms out what's going on. I mean, there hasn't been really much announced other than the fact they've taken over. Well, not really taken over. They're kind of branching onto their own team and whatnot with Rockstar, but this still falls into this, which was last year's kind of big thing. Oh, so actually this was updated on the 5th of June, but this was posted last year, which was one of the main reasons GTA World's Liberty City map was taken off, because as Rockstar stated, that's their IP. You can't be using custom things from other games and bringing them in. Obviously, creating your own assets is acceptable, right? That's perfectly fine, which if you look at the FiveM servers, there's a lot of that. If you look at MLOs, there's a lot of MLOs that have been just created by creators. Like GTA World has a few. They have that big police station. They have the Sonora station. They have just a multitude of different locations that they've built from the ground up, which is fantastic. And, they have the same rules in single player modding. They don't really want you to use real life brands. Obviously, they can't go and take you to court, like for single player shit. I mean, they could try, but I mean, I don't think they would do it. But now that they
Yeah.
have FiveM servers underneath of them, that is a huge push. I don't even know what the plan is. Like it is so.
Yeah, I think the plan is, you know, I feel like it's good for FiveM as an organization, you know, or CFX.re. The proper
Yeah, no,
name.
it's huge for them.
It's
a great
huge
thing
for them,
to
but
have.
as for the gamers, like as you said, a lot of servers are going to shut down. A lot of these FiveM servers, as we mentioned, car mods, MLOs. People have MLOs of like Chick-fil-A and Nike
Yeah, they really
stores
do. Yeah.
and McDonald's. Like they're going to definitely like you're definitely not going to be able to use that, and so it's going to decrease really the quality of the servers, and yeah, a lot of it's going to be a heavily negative impact.
Yeah,
Because you just informed me like on a lot though, just then. Cause
yeah, a lot of people don't know about this stuff.
Know.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
it is pretty huge. Yeah, I realized that we were pretty not zoomed in. Here we go. This should buffer out. So we were just talking about this right here, which is the Roleplay Server Act, which Rockstar Games enforced in November 18, 2022, updated June 5th, 2023. They don't have what was updated and what was not updated, so we can't like compare. But obviously, here is the big thing, which obviously, in retrospect, you know, where was it? Here we go. Where was it? I had real life brands list like 2 seconds ago. Oh, here we go.
Real world brands, characters,
import, misuse, or association of other IPs in the project, including Rockstar IPs, real world brands, characters, trademarks, or music, is not. It's not licensed. Essentially, if it's not endorsed by them, they don't approve of it. And now that we have them jumping in officially, like this was like the layout, the fundamental layout to get into it in a sense.
Mm-hmm.
In my opinion, this is what they were doing. I couldn't understand why they made these rules. It makes sense. They were probably in the back end with CFXRE trying to like discuss what they can and cannot do. Probably trying to make deals, offers, and stuff like that. But I don't think it's going to be too great for a lot of the servers that aren't using lore friendly vehicles. There's a few that are, which is great. You know, that's huge. A lot of the Rage servers, they kind of differ. Majority of them though don't really use too many real life stuff.
Yeah, right. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So
I mean, and honestly, it might have a little player push as well. You know, we got to think about the different positive effects, but also negative effects. Like you know, with what's going to come with this, because in my view, I was like, dang. Like when I first heard it, you know, because you sent it to me, right? I was like, At first, I thought this is good. You know, this might. But then I had to think about it. Like this is really not. I ain't gonna say it's not needed because it's up to them ultimately, but like
I think it definitely is.
It's gonna be like a stab. It's gonna be a stab in the community because a lot of like the real world brands, characters, trademarks. These roleplay servers on FiveM, they capitalize off of that.
People they do. This is a lot of people make money from this. Yeah.
Yeah, people want that Lamborghini. They want that V-Loan or Nike T-shirt that they can put on their character, or you know this and that. But once they say that you can't have that in your servers or however they may judge it, where are these players gonna go? Where are these big names? Like what are they gonna do?
And that's the real question. Like, are they gonna abide by the ruling of Rockstar, or are they gonna jump the gun? And Sausage in chat over on my side asked a question. He said, "Do you guys believe they will add shark cards and any other stuff that is implemented on GTLN already onto FiveM and RedM?" There's like a 95% chance that they'll jump into the microtransactions of FiveM. They will try to monetize it. They will definitely monetize it. In which way? It's really hard to say because right now you can pay for access to a server, which technically is not a loot box feature. Whitelist payments to get into a server is nothing that is horrible, but Rockstar will jump into that because it makes money. If you look at NoPixel, for example, on FiveM,
they're gonna slap a fee on everything. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, they had a fee actually. They had 3 other servers which you could pay for Prio. You had the public server, the purple, and a couple other servers, but there was Prios. There was like 50 to 100 USD. There was even more than that. Obviously they've taken a turn, and I don't believe their public servers are still accessible. I could be wrong. I haven't really looked into their stuff just because I wasn't ready for a FiveM jump in today. I am pretty good when it comes to the research aspect of everything so that we don't make false accusations and whatnot. But to answer your question, I do believe they will try to monetize the hell out of FiveM once they figure out how to do that. It will not happen. They I mean, look at Shark Cards. You got GTA Online Plus as well as a huge thing for them. They mentioned not too long ago they were milking. They said they were up. Oh man, I don't know how many billion it was. I think it was like 1.2 billion or something. They're having a good year. They're having a fantastic year right now, which is amazing. The whole thing I didn't jump in on too is obviously Nervous. I'm a big GTA World player myself. I've been here since the server launched. I want to clarify right now, I'm not going to play favorites with the server. Nervous doesn't love me anymore. We've already discovered this. Nervous, if you're listening, or if you actually hear this from anybody, I still do love you, and I hope one day we can be friends again. And give me my goddamn content creator tags on the fucking Discord.
You have mine. Because I ain't played in like a year.
Yeah, I'm going to need that shit back, please, bro. So Nervous this morning, as I was about to send him the article, a good thing I didn't, because apparently 200 other people did before me. I'm going to quote from what Nervous said. As many of you seen, Rockstar Games has acquired FiveM. Make sure this is fucking... Let me zoom in on this.
Yeah.
There we go. You can see this better now. As many of you seen, Rockstar Games just acquired FiveM. No one knows yet the future plan. As we said, no one has idea whatsoever. What we can probably expect is that they're going to move to establish and lock a safe mode multiplayer environment for GTA 6, which is true. They probably are. It might add stricter restrictions on FiveM servers, which I mentioned with the IP or the content creating. I mean, a copyrighted content. I said that definitely is going to happen. It's just a matter of when now. Can't really prove anything at this point. However, we can't really be sure of anything. The good news is that it means it'll probably open new doors for quick modding. It definitely will. I mean, modding has spun up tenfold over the years. For GTA 6, this roleplay content access and direct integration with Rockstar environment which means more players will most likely use this platform for GTA 6 server development in the coming years. Oh wait, sorry. He said we'll most likely use the platform. So that's Nervous right there stating that the odds are they're going to probably switch over to FiveM in the future once it goes to GTA 6. That right there is huge.
Wow.
People are probably going to sleep on that, but going to FiveM, that would be nice. FiveM runs very, very smooth with a little to no issues. And obviously servers are limited to about 128 players. It's all voice, but they can integrate a non-text based. There's Red Dead servers doing that right now in RedM.
I can't lie. I kind of second that, bro, because I feel like... What is that? What is that noise on my end? Is that you or me? Huh? I think I just got a super chat. Appreciate the $10 super chat from Modupe. Thank you. Wow.
What the fuck? I'm not hearing shit.
I don't know what that was. But no, I was gonna second that. I really feel like Rage MP runs way better than FiveM. I think.
No, it does. Yeah.
I think, and I have a decent, PC. So that, I mean, I do think that's maybe one argument there. But also, a lot of these FiveM servers have a lot of resources that just drags their PC down. So, I kind of gotta, disagree with that because Rage MP, I feel like runs way better on my PC. But maybe that's just my personal experience. I do think with
servers,
I do think with GTA worlds like load of resources and like the scripts and everything, I think it'll definitely run way better on not even way better. I think it'll run the same, if not better, on FiveM.
Yeah, no, I definitely.
As long as you don't have a bunch of, I don't know, like you said, Lamborghinis and clothing packs, and
55 different Lamborghinis,
and map extensions and MLOs. Like that's a lot to load for a PC. So
yeah,
I really think
you really don't necessarily need.
Yeah, so they just like really bog down, like performance wise, and that's the biggest thing that I've like really hated about FiveM is it really bogs down performance, and you can't even you have to have a freaking 40,090 to even run the server that you want to join correctly. But that's just my personal experience, and I kind of raised that out a little bit. I was like, bro, I'm going back to Rage. I'm going back to Rage, bro, because I can't do it here. Voice RP is on there though. Don't get me wrong, Voice RP is on there.
However, Voice RP is really good for the I wouldn't say higher levels of content creation. Like, don't get me wrong, Voice RP and what we do is still very enjoyable for the people that enjoy it. But there's a larger market with FiveM, I feel.
Definitely.
Sausage fruit. I hope Rockstar won't make people pay to join a server if they actually exist. I don't think they would do that. The freedom of servers is what is going to keep it alive. If they start putting heavy monetization behind it, like if anything, they're going to be the ones you pay to host your servers. If anything, that's the route it's going to go, right?
But yeah, but one thing that the community can do though It's either you sneak. It's either you sneak because I just seen what Dr. Lama said. The community either they sink or they swim, right?
Yeah,
You either adapt to what Rockstar is going to bring onto them, or I mean, the community. Where's the community going to go? That's like the biggest question. But it's going to fail. Like you're gonna have one or two servers.
Each other.
What do you say?
They'll absorb each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever heard of what happened between oh shit, who was it? It was it FiveRP and GTA World?
FiveRP.
Yeah. So
was that another multiplayer platform?
No, that was this era. So that was like right now. So in 2018, there was 2 servers on GTRP, which is the platform that they used to play GTA World before they switched over to Rage MP.
Oh.
That was GTA World's opponent, I guess you could say. It was the only people that were really competing with them. And rumor has it, I don't know how true this rumor is. I can't actually speak about it unless I go and get proper information. But pretty much they were absorbed by GTA World in the sense they were just, once they bought out, there's no evidence of anything money wise. I haven't seen anything without having to ask Nervous. He's made discussions about it on Discord and dropped information and whatnot, but there's like nothing that I'd have to go back and look through it all for another podcast day because I don't want to quote any misinformation, because that's the whole point of this. We don't want to be misinforming people of shit that doesn't exist. Like,
for sure,
that's just bad looks. That makes us unfortunately uncredible, and then people won't be interested in it. It's just like a huge thing. What's up, brother man Brad? So it's really huge in the aspect of us having proper information that's been vetted and sourced. We're not going to come on here and start spieling out bullshit to you guys during a podcast, because that's like not needed whatsoever. I'm just double checking to see if there's anything we have. Obviously, this isn't going to be a super long podcast, just because it was just kind of the pilot into what we're doing to see how well its traction is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So
I think conversation is important. It's gonna get a lot of people involved and just their thoughts on everything. Sausage Fruit, I just seen Sausage Fruit's comment. You wanna do that one?
Oh yeah, let me see what you say.
Because that was definitely that was definitely a topic that you know, bro. That was definitely like what we were going to talk about. Yeah,
so we actually, I have a whole pilot episode ready for LSRP, but we can talk about that real quick. Just a little dive in.
Well, what does it say? Can you read it for me?
Oh yeah, so he said 2 comments. What is your opinion on LSRP from you, Cheezy and Psycho, on your current state? Does it look unfinished? What about it, the people's roleplay, and about LEO roleplay? Can you compare LSRP to, I'm guessing that says GTA World, just because I have stupid hearts and shit in the way, I can't see it. Oh, it does say that's almost 8 years old. Guess why? So yeah, that is actually a huge chat I want to sit down with and have, because we've played both sides of the servers. I mean, I did a video of me failing my driver's test like 11 times as my first introduction to the server.
Guess what? I haven't even taken it. Don't tell them about that.
Even in what?
I haven't even taken the driver's test on LSRP.
Oh, you haven't?
No.
Oh wow.
Don't tell nobody that.
Whoever did.
Oh man, the driver's test is insane. Hold on, my microphone's pretty quiet. Yeah, I have a mic. Okay, so I obviously was going to start streaming a couple years ago, and I bought a lot of components that are supposed to amplify my streaming, and my Shure mic is not ready for streaming as opposed to everybody else's, so it's always fucking quiet. So thank you, Brad. I do appreciate you telling me that. We'll fix that for the next cast. But to get into the question about what Fruit said on YouTube over here, when it comes to LSRP and GTA World, in a sense, they're on their own playing fields, but they're not, because of how far ahead GTA World is right now, and it's very comfortable state. Right. LSRP, yeah, it needs some work. I'm in SD over there. There's some cool stuff that GTA World doesn't have, and some cool stuff that LSRP, they both have some cool stuff, but at the end of the day, I still think, personally, I would stick full send with GTA World, not just because I'm more established there with all my characters and whatnot. It's just there's more to offer in the retrospective, like things. Oh man, I don't really have anything wrote down, just because it was supposed to be such a vast topic. But the quality of RP on GTA World is I wouldn't say more advanced, not to be rude to the people on LSRP, because they are really good role players. Obviously,
Tell it how
I
it
feel
is,
like
bro.
there's
Tell it how it is, because it's true.
there's more
It's true.
issues on LSRP between players. I feel like there's a lot more reporting going on one another. It's a more of a reckless shooting server right now, which is like, I mean, you could say the same thing about GTA World, that it's just like a shoot fest, whatnot, and this report fest, whatnot. But when you're averaging 800 players on your peak time as opposed to 150 to 180 on LSRP's peak time, the quality is a little bit different. You're going to have good days on the server. You're going to have bad days on the server. You're going to have good players. You're going to have great players. You're going to have shit players. From what I've experienced, a lot of LSRP players are some that have been banned from over on GTA World community, some that are very toxic, some that are just not welcomed on GTA World. I'm not saying it's the rejects. It's not the rejects, but it's a lot of people that just don't play GTA World anymore. That's why there wasn't a huge player drop. Other than when it first released, obviously there was a little bit of a player drop. You had a good amount of people on LSRP, but the reason it didn't buff out is because there was just so much more work that needed to be done on LSRP that obviously still is getting worked on. If you go to their forums and whatnot, and you just look on their stuff, time and time again, they're releasing stuff. They're very active. They're discussing stuff. Like if you just go over there and look at it, I can even pull it up real quick just to show you guys like how it's going over there. We can break down some stuff just to kind of extend this a little bit.
And you know, you got to be realistic at the same time too. And we are most definitely. GTA World has a what, 2, 3, 4 year head start on LSRP.
Launched in 2017 is when we officially launched the server. When that was just Mirror Park back then, yeah.
They definitely have a head start on them. I do think the development in LSRP, and I'm not a developer in no sense, but I am a true roleplay fanatic. I just feel like the development took forever, because I'm gonna say this: back in February 2022, bro, they like, that was like one of their first or second announcement of, okay, we're finna launch. Don't launch in February 2022. Sorry, I wait another month, another 2 months. Oh, we're gonna launch. We're almost ready. We're almost done. Bro, it didn't drop until when? A couple months ago? Like maybe like,
yeah, I think it was June or May or some shit. I can't remember. I think it was.
It's like I forgot when LSRP dropped. But
yeah, it was a lot ago, a couple months.
Yeah, it was a lot of delay. A lot of misinformation. So they had the hype. Don't get me wrong. They definitely had the hype, and they had.
Actually, here, shit. I just pulled up a whole thing with a spreadsheet of what they're working on feedback wise through stuff. But Llama wanted to say something real quick. Go ahead, Llama.
It's just like a 180 onto the fucking on like the roleplay aspect. But the thing is like, if Rockstar are working with these guys, what does it mean for the developers as well, though? Because if you think about how like Samp was and how FiveM is and how Rage is, each one has their own way. So like Samp had its one specific coding. Then you go into like Rage and you could do C#. You could also do Node.js, but it gave developers a lot more freedom to create certain features and things into those games. So what the other problem is would they try and restrict what their creativity could do within those games? Because if you stop that developer, it could just die.
Exactly.
They could definitely go that route. I think it's gonna fall back to the way servers are done now, where like, for example, I'm just gonna pick a random server, Daisy, for example. They have creative freedom. Even in some of the information here that Rockstar says, like they welcome creative freedom. They just don't want IPs to be breached in real life brands and content, blah, 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 that stuff, right? I think they're only going to really jump in on servers that are monetizing without having them tied with it, and that are just breaking the actual rules that Rockstar enforces, which, hell, they could release a ruling down the road in the next month stating what you can and can't do for the servers and whatnot. It just depends on how in-depth Rockstar is going to jump in, which I'm guaranteed they're probably going to do that.
It's like, how hard are they going to tighten up on them?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, it's just because it's like the way the development can be, it can be a lengthy process, but then when they start restricting these things, it also restricts, say, how you run the server as well. So like how you said, they might make you rent a dedicated server from them. How much hassle will that be? Because what does it mean for the developer? Does it mean more work for them? Does it mean less work? Does it make it easier for them? Does it make it harder? You don't know, because at the end of the day, Rage MP and FiveM will have already put all the documentation on how to deal with that stuff. So unless they follow the route of how FiveM do the development, then you might be all right. But if they put restrictions onto that, and then it could be another thing where if they wanted to, because they'll have that power, they could literally stop, they could look through it and see something that causes something against the rules for like IPs or MLOs, and they could just say, yeah, no, you disapproved, even though it could be minor little things.
No, you do have a good point. It's like somebody creating a new Weasel News building, which is their property, and then like, I think you make a good point. They would have to spend more time with Rockstar. Shit, this is actually really good stuff. We might need to put some of this stuff down in the Discord. We need to revamp the Discord up and make it a little bit ticket wise, and just I got some ideas. Beside the point. I'm gonna pull from chat because there was some stuff said. I don't want people to fall back. Let's go behind real quick here. So Brotherman Brad over on Twitch, he said GTA World has LSRP, which I mean, true, they have them right by the fucking cojones. And in that retrospective, GTA World is at the position that LSRP had on SAMP in 2016, all the way. I mean, through and through. It was LSRP. You didn't know any other name. Obviously, MTMA is an exception.
You said TMA.
I said MTMA. I did. That was just me pulling that up. That was just me pulling up.
MTA. MTA was a good. That's a good role.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, MTA is kind of like that same level as how GTA is.
Yeah.
Moving on to some more comments here. We got Fruit. We're gonna pick up on him. On LSRP's release, they had 400 to 500 players, but I haven't heard anything on the main server since the crash. First hours of LSRP. Do you really think that if it did not happen in the first place, they'd be there? Yes, most likely they would still probably be around. I think a lot of people were discouraged by what was happening and how little scripts were. I got some scripts pulled up on the screen. We're gonna break down those in a minute here. This was just recently posted on the last update, so we're gonna jump to that in a second.
Good source.
What?
I was saying good source. This is a really good source here.
Yeah, this is really good.
Kind of see what all they have in there.
What they have, actually, I think everything here is, it breaks it down. And then, are they still a higher player base? On peak, they average around 150 to 180 players on peak. Weekends, I have not really checked. I'm kind of going to take some snapshots. Notre Dame, basically, Rockstar has acquired FiveM. They're working with them now, and it is now official Rockstar entity. So we're just breaking down some stuff. We're also announcing our podcast right now. We're kind of just jumping in head first and kind of just hanging out with everybody, letting everybody know that we're here and that we're going to be the for people that watch this. If you end up watching this off stream, if you were familiar with what the trollish IFM shit that they had, which was like IFC, we're like the more mellow back IFC with that does research and doesn't harass staff. Unless your name's Nervous, I'm coming for you, bro. I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I'm not actually coming for you. That's a lie. Nervous, just relax, okay? He's mad at me still. He's still mad at me.
I have no knowledge of that, but I think we definitely bring a lot of stuff to the table as far as our experiences with roleplay. Back in the day, now, and you Cheezy, you have like, admin experience as well, so you have a lot of insight.
I'm going to bring in your admin experience, guys, from what I'm used to. Yeah, Rockstar bought FiveM. That's the whole reason we're doing this the chat this early. We were going to launch on the end of the month and talk, but this is a crucial topic, and I think we should jump into it before anybody else did, heavy on. But so my experience, I've been an admin on both servers. On LSRP, I was an admin for 2.5 years. And yes, I know pre-rolls are disabled fucking ads on Twitch. I'm sorry if you get an ad on Twitch. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm monetized over there, not on YouTube.
You're not though, are you?
What?
You're not though, are you?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I hate ads. I freaking hate ads. I'm not getting paid enough on Twitch for you to watch ads. I have, like I said, the 2.5 years on LSRP, and then I branched over in 2017 on GTA World. I was one of the first couple testers and first couple of admins. If you joined the server in 2017, odds are I accept you, possibly banned you. No hard feelings. That's whatsoever. And then we got Sai over here. Sai has dipped in a lot of the RP on both spectrums. He's done legal and illegal. He's kind of going to be your man. We're going to bring more people in on this. Obviously, I'd love to have Llama here because he's a special special person. He's been here just as long as Sai has. I've known Sai cool since this is a fucking hot drop, and I can't wait to do
In fact,
DOJ.
can I just mention
bro,
that I can bring out the developer side of it all, because
he's
I
gonna be
have
our
done
developer
SAMP,
insider.
and to be honest, I have done SAMP, and I'm currently helping someone with a Rage MP server, so I'm having to help them out. I mean, I'm having to just dive straight in.
What we really want to do with the podcast. Remember what I brought up to you the other night? We're gonna talk to you later. Stick around.
Yeah,
I have something really cool I want to bring up to you. So while we're here, we're gonna take this time. I got Sai for like another hour. We're gonna completely use up his time because he's on payroll. He's on payroll. He's actually a hostage. So,
wait, why am I not on payroll?
I've
been doing this for free
these days, dog. We're on budget cuts.
So budget cuts.
We run on a real low budget, free.
Yeah, fucking crafted in Fruit Loops. So we're gonna break it down here. Obviously, you guys have been probably staring at the same fucking screen, which is the breakdown of suggestions. This is on hold on. Actually I opened the complete image. Did I completely shit. 1 second. Okay, so this is straight from their staff update. This was posted last Saturday. We're not gonna really give a crap about who got promoted. I mean, congratulations to who any of you. Actually, this is a cool dude. He's cool. Okay, we're not gonna do any of this right now.
Forums like that for real.
Yeah, I can't go on forums on LSRP. They just make my head hurt. So we're gonna look at some features. Obviously, they're gonna be working on. Well, this one's huge, Chalman. So, automatic lows and stuff. I mean, that's great. No, I mean, it is what it is. If that's what automatic.
Is this
lows.
already up, or is it not like
LSRP?
Yeah.
Oh no, LSRP's been up for like 3 months.
Oh, okay. So how the hell have they not gotten this implemented already? Because this
is better.
This is simple stuff.
Don't worry about this. We don't really need anything over here. I think this should be a lot more zoomed in. We'll change the layouts in the coming weeks. I do apologize. This is way better. So automatic lows and melos inside interiors. I mean, there is a command in GTA World where you do auto low. It will automatically turn everything to low no matter where you are. That's a great thing. Increased chat box limit from 148 to 250. That is a huge problem. They also have another huge problem that I don't see on here because I've been scrolling endlessly on it. See it. Their /examine is so short, you could literally put I'm a dolphin, and that will be exactly word to word. You cannot put anything any more or any less. That is a huge fucking problem. They need to fix that. Yeah, we have face cams coming. Our face cams are coming, but me and Sai are naked right now, and we just don't want to be seen.
Facts.
Okay,
yeah, I just got out of the shower. I'm still.
Yeah, I
that's
woke
for the
up
OnlyFans
and literally made food for my girlfriend and did dishes, and here I am. So, but we're gonna have.
That's a hell of a
cameras.
service. That is a hell of a service.
What's the service?
Dishes, food, whilst butt naked.
Oh yeah, I turned into a housewife, bro. It's been pretty great.
Ain't nothing wrong
Life's
with that.
good over here. Nothing wrong with that at all. Happy wife, happy life. 4K scaling. Make ads from anywhere. I hate this make ads from anywhere shit. It's a big problem in GTA World. I despise this with a passion.
I mean, I could see where they're coming from on that. Like, if you had your phone, you could do it on a website.
Yeah, you could do it on a website,
I mean, if
which is
doing
cool.
it on a command, then it's a bit of a.
They need to make a thing where it doesn't show up with a /ads command. You go to your fucking website. You know what they need to do? They need to make more time on an actual in-game browser for internet. Now, LSRP is fantastic for this. They have a great phone system that's implemented in their server. We're gonna double back to that another day. We're gonna do a huge breakdown of both servers, separate servers, and then we're gonna do a huge one. Dates pending. They have a great thing which allows you to go on websites that are completely scripted into the phone itself, which is huge. That's fucking massive. The things you can do. I think what they need to do is create a website where you can make ads that's more complex, has the ability, which is probably gonna take more resources, but hey, I've seen the money these guys make. They can afford it. That has a picture of what you're selling, and information, just a little bit more in-depth lore feel than just like, hey, text selling
ad.
myself.
I mean, I can understand that, but from a developer's point of view as well, that'll cost a lot. Just because of it's like where you're going to store that, then it's how you're going to pull that up, and depending on how silly people can do it, if they put like 5 pictures, they could just put whatever on there. They could put.
That's why you got to limit it. You got to limit it a little bit. Only like 2 main photos. I mean, they have the forms and whatnot to do it. They could easily just implement it that way, which is fine. Whatever.
Oh yeah.
4K support and upscaling. I did not know that they were not supporting 4K in their server. I didn't even know that. I don't know what the hell they have that's not 4K. Probably their vehicles. If that's what I had to guess, is it's vehicles. It is what it is. Vehicle 4K is whatever.
Okay. Is that like a hardware thing? Like
It's
if
a
you're
texture
playing
thing to make the vehicle like look better and whatnot.
mm,
One second, I saw
I never knew that was like
Fruit
a.
said something,
I never knew that was
and the
a
job system
thing.
looks good as well. Yeah, the job system looks really good. I know if I was reading what Fruit was saying. Okay, so another thing here. Highlight. That's the thing you can do in GTA World where you can highlight certain things in your chat. It's more of just like people's names and whatnot. Change outfit at more locations. They actually don't have that. You can't change your outfit while you're on duty as well as you can on GTA World. There's a lot of things wrong with the outfit command that they definitely need to revise. Same with the ability to toggle clothing. It's a lot of clothing things they need to work on. Ability to move your character rotate when in anim. That's
To be honest, I can see the closing being a problem.
yeah, they don't have much. They have like very
well.
they don't have enough, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, I've had a look into it as well, and it's like the way Rockstar has built this. So if you're using like say the PED,
it is completed.
You've got the skin, you've got like the head, then the torso, then the arms, then the legs, then the feet, then the hands. They're all separate entities built into one.
True. Oh, Fruit just said that you can change. I didn't realize. I was not looking at the completed and in progress tab. He mentioned some stuff.
Honestly, bro,
knock is in progress. That's good.
It just may take years for LSRP to kind of get to what we expect, and are people going to be around to see that? Is a different question.
Well, it's the same as
I mean, they're going to be around, but are they going to remain around and wanting to get on that server? That way, it doesn't just turn out to be a shoot and pursuit server, basically.
Yeah, we don't want it to turn into a hot pursuit server. That'd be a headache and a half.
Well, I'm just going to say that it's the same as any other server starting out. They're going to. It depends what they've thought is acceptable in their development process. It's the same as like a normal game where you have the alpha, then the beta, then the full release, and what the public eye can see before everything's been put through, because they've got to go through thorough testing. They've got to make sure the system works.
Yeah, they were in a long fucking beta phase, to be honest with you.
Exactly. So it's one of those. It takes time to build it up.
Yeah.
Which is why I give LSRP honestly a lot of slack. You know, I gotta be patient with him if I want to see it do great. But also, I feel like the player base and then the community can do their part. For the ones who want to play on either GTA World or LSRP, is to support it the best way you can.
Oh shit, GTA World has a cool update. Hold on, we're gonna jump into that in a second here.
Remain to play. Remain playing.
All right, since we're doing updates and whatnot, we'll cover. We'll do that during podcasts. We'll cover like the week's worth of updates once everything gets going. Obviously with the list for GTA LSRPs, FiveM server. Jesus Christ, why did I say it like that? Fuck. They got some work to do, and it's good that they have a roadmap. It lets us see what they're working on, and they're taking it serious. Regardless of how long it takes, it is what it is. That's perfectly fine. We're gonna jump over real quick to another topic, which was posted 2 hours ago. On the same time, Nervous was bombarded with a bunch of bullshit. Hold on. Just grabbing the article now and checking if there's anything else in chat. Okay, so I don't know if it's gonna make me sign in. If it does, oh no, oh shit, I'm actually signed into my friend's thing. 1 second. I totally fucking forgot that I was signed on into shit because I have it for his faction thread. What?
My stomach hurts.
Stomach hurts? Okay. Don't worry about what account I'm signed into. We're not going to talk about that. What?
LOL.
Just let the gas pass.
LSRP and GTA World are safe. They're not doing none of the things, as far as like,
that's Monday, sorry.
Things like that.
Bear with me. The zoom on this one is going to be completely atrocious. So, added new features. Oh, we got a new dealership UI. Can't wait to see this. I've actually already seen it. I just want to show it to you guys. I'm typing it up. So they've added the ability to make favorites for your favorite radio stations. Thank gosh. They change every other week when people don't pay for the donator. That's fantastic. When you're listening to Gay FM next week when it's supposed to be post-hardcore music live on Radio Los Santos.
More of a power guy.
Yeah, this is the one thing I wanted to show you guys. This was really cool. They've updated the UI for getting your car done. Oh, wow. This is huge. This is massive. This is phenomenal. Apparently, this is already in the server, according to what was posted on the GTA World Discord. Changelog. This is already available in game. Therefore, whatever you're seeing right here is all now in game. You can play with it, test it out, do all that fun shit, whatever the hell it is. Looks great. Personally, needed. Holy shit, was the other one outdated. These pictures, fantastic, because the old UI, it would either not load or load during DDoS times, and it was annoying as hell. Great right-hand presentation, left-hand presentation is great. Everything's there with the two different... Yeah, DDoS times, man, the whole thing just goes to shit. I saw someone comment LSRP something. Hold on. Gregory Johnson. Oh, man.
I'm just curious at one thing. When
LCRP,
it says try vehicle, does it
God.
mean you could actually try and jack the dealer and then just steal the fucking car?
No, you get put into a different dimension for 5 minutes max, and then it takes it from you.
Oh, that's
LCRP, that's what we're gonna do too. Yeah, that's a whole community that needs a fucking thorough breakdown. It's gonna be like a fucking YouTube review video. But everything will be live when we do that because it's gonna be fucking awesome. The UIs are getting updated, which is, like I mentioned, it's great. It's cool. It's awesome. It's been well needed. I can't wait till they do the tattoo one because holy shit, that thing is outdated beyond belief. So
that'd be actually pretty cool to see the tattoo one. Honestly, I haven't played GTA World in honestly maybe like a year and a half plus. Maybe I need to hop back on there and see what's up. I
play daily because I don't play daily. I haven't logged in since 2 days ago, which is unhealthy to say the least because the server. Besides the point. GTA World sponsored, not actually. It's a lie. So they added the ability for random loot generated dumpsters. For the people that don't know, yes, you can now access dumpsters in GTA World. What does that mean, Cheezy? I'm glad you asked. It pretty much means you can stash stuff inside of a dumpster and everybody else can see. It's supposed to be a way to hide illegal things if you're being chased by the police department, which people don't really use because half the dumpsters aren't actually scripted, I don't think, anymore. Some of them are actually. But apparently now they give you random generated loot. That's fantastic. I love loot-based games. That's why I play them. There's now also 15 new animations from normal GTA 5 from Office Sit 1 to 15. And that's good. Apparently you can suggest more. There's that. Increased editor range. Actually, that's pretty cool. Change fuel consumption for every vehicle. Placing a container inside a container, for example, inside a buff is now blocked. Oh, shit. That's huge. Yeah, it's not too bad. GTA
World's on another level, man. They've grown themselves into this, so it's just gonna take time. That's all I can really say about that.
Yeah, I think LSRP will get to a comfortable position that GTA World's at in a couple
can
years.
but will they or can they split the player base? Can they split? It's like
the only way that's gonna happen.
It's like you have the I feel like just GTA World is a monopoly, bro. Like they have the monopoly. They have the mass. They have the people. Will it be split? Like can LSRP do something like kind of make folks want to come over there? I don't think so right now.
Drop something. No, I don't think so. No,
I don't think so right now. But they will have to drop something that GTA World doesn't have, and it has to be something crazy. GTA World, Liberty City failed also. I ain't gonna lie, I did want to low-key play that, but then somebody told me that like they it was just like a DM server basically.
Yeah, by the time that it got to where it was, it turned into a complete disaster. The reason for that, there wasn't much support. The concept behind it was fantastic. I think it was the coolest thing to have. Was people wanted that. Literally nervous transferred them to Silver City students. I think it was.
On my side, Cable says LSRP never going to take over. GTA World too far ahead with the announcement of FiveM GTA 5. GTA 6 will have RP2 soon before LSRP gets good. That's valid.
Yeah. I think it's going to be they would have to drop something.
Bro, I just wish LSRP would have dropped. I wish LSRP would have dropped back in 2022, bro. I feel like it would be at a different level right now in 2023. And they could have just been had this stuff.
I don't think they were taking it
I'm not a developer.
They could have been.
Yeah, that too. That's just what I sense because I'm not a developer. I don't have really any inside look on,
I can tell you right now what was the biggest thing people said when it came to LSRP. Ready for this? Anytime anyone said LSRP, they said like LSRP? Yeah, LSRP. Yeah, okay. LSRP when was the first thing that came out of anyone's mouth. It's like, okay, when? Next year? Next month? Never? That's literally what it was. It was a meme for when it was coming out.
Right.
Which was
I feel like
I
it
think
was
that's what
it was a lot of energy behind it. Don't get me wrong, but that was like a year ago or two, but or a year and a half. But it had the momentum, bro. But it was a lot of dead spots going on, like 3-4 months where you just didn't hear anything. People anticipating this server. Meanwhile, GTA Roll over here is still rocking and rolling and improving. You know, not that it's like a race or anything, but I mean, if you want your return on investment, your investment is your time put into this server, developing and making updates
definitely.
and things like that. If you want your return on investment, you need to speed it up. You need to improve it, improve the product. I mean, I like LSRP for what it is right now. A lot of folks from LSRP, you know, SAMP are over there. But it's an OG server, bro. It's an OG name. GTA World just has that. They have the edge. They've been had the edge. And so I don't really play much. I'm really just getting back into text-based RP, but we'll see. But Capo's comment, I think GTA 6 they're gonna already have RP by the time GTA 6 will have RP by the time LSRP gets to GTA World's level right now today.
Well, that will be the splitting point. When GTA 6 comes out, it'll be a battle between those two servers. Text-based wise, it'll be GTA World and LSRP. Yeah.
Who can develop the fastest? Like who can make the best product?
I mean, it'd probably be at the end of the day as well is how's the quality? What was the development of that quality like for GTA 6? Because if you think about it, if they improved on the aspects of everything, because from what I've been reading, apparently it's going to be based in Miami or something like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, how's that going to work out? Are people going to jump over to that because of that? But then the other as well is it's like, how's the world going to look at? How does that world look at? How does the mechanics of the gameplay? How does it feel? Does it want you to play for hours? How much content is there in that one game? Because games nowadays are getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger because of the new technology that's been brought out. So it means that the games can be better than what they were the last time. So the graphics could be better. The size of the maps can be better, making it for longer gameplay. So with GTA 6, it would mean that it could be twice the size or triple the size or quadruple the size of GTA 5's map.
Well, let's take a peek at that actually, because like there's been one map that's literally went around since the dawn of everything starting, which through and through is probably going to most likely be the GTA 6 map. It's more of a speculation than it's honest, like actual evidence. We'll pull it up on stream real quick here. So, oh fuck, this is the really diluted one. Hold on, not even good.
But the other problem is as well is how long will it take GTA 6 due to the fact that there's so many, because of that leak that's happened.
Bro, that leak was huge.
Rockstar. It was huge. Massive. So the problem with that is it delays them because they have to try and snuff out that leaker to then carry on the development. Because from what I've heard, apparently they won't be doing any more releases or anything like that until that March 25, I think it said.
Honestly, it might. I think it's gonna be about early 2025.
Yeah, roughly, because at the end of the day, Rockstar is a massive company. They've got a company in London, they've got a company in the States, and with that many developers and office directors and all that kind of stuff, that one person could leak it. It's going to take them days, maybe weeks, months. It'll take them a long time to try and snuff out who's leaked it, because they have to look through everybody's computers. They have to look through everything that they can.
That's a major, they got to see company issue. Yeah,
exactly. Right. So it causes delay to them, because not only because Rockstar's so massive, they could be working on 5 games at once, and they could stop that one game, transfer them over there, and try and swap someone else over there. There's so much that can happen within that company that it could delay it longer just because of that one leak.
I'm very curious if they even caught that person yet, because you're right, you do have a point. Like, they could be working on 5 other games, and it's a lot. It's a whole workload that they're working
No,
with.
they
so.
did catch the person. They actually did the trial like a couple weeks ago, and he was
really?
actually unfit for trial due to mental health issues. Yeah, they've already.
But I'm
run through
saying
that.
I'm saying like who inside though? Who inside of Rockstar?
Like the actual person that leaked on Telegram to the kid that hacked it and whatnot.
Oh,
I
okay.
see what you mean. Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah, because sometimes you can have people that are inside that have done it, and they could say, "Oh, this is unguarded. Go through these channels," and you could.
I pulled up a map. It's a very large map, and when I was doing in-depth research on the videos that were out, I was looking at the mini map because the mini map actually had a lot, and I mean a lot of similar locations that I was tying it together, and that's why I believe this is the map. I do think through and through this is the map. If it's not, it's similar to this. Very large. I think someone said it's a comparison between like GTA 5 and that it's this big. This is the comparison in size, is what someone pretty much said. A lot more terrain, obviously, but like looking at it, you got so many more cities, and if it is as big as it's going to be, this is going to be crazy for roleplay. Let me tell you, like they're going to need servers that are beyond. Well, I mean, shit, GTA World servers. I mean, that's a lot of.
How many is it for the GTA World servers right now? Like 500 or?
No, it's 800 on peak hours, and off peak it's about 200 to 300 depending.
Okay, so I would say triple that.
Island,
if it's going to be as big as the GTA 5 because of how long it takes you to get from one side to the map to the other just by car, I'd say if you'd probably have to double or triple that just to cover the amount of people that are on there.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, even right now with 800 players on GTA World, like it is pretty condensed. You see a lot of people at certain areas where I think once the new game comes out, there's not going to be many servers at first that people are going to want to get into, as opposed to like GTA World. I mean, you have like, who's that? Oh man, there's a couple servers on Rage MP right now that are pretty big. I'd have to pull the GTA Rage MP client up, but yeah, Potato Chip, my boy, just think of how big Red Dead was when it came out. It's gonna be more than that. It's gonna be phenomenal, and that's why I believe through and through this is the map. Like, there's a lot of key points here that just scream it. I mean, it's gonna be huge
as well. It's kind of taking an aspect from San Andreas as well.
Mm-hmm. It's got the marsh here. Oh man, I hope there's alligators.
Yeah, it's because it's like it looks like there's a city, then there's a town, then there's another town, another town, another town. Then you've got like that big open area where anything could happen. But looking at the marsh as well, if they're copying from like Miami, so like if they're trying to copy like Florida, then
that's definitely gonna be like the right side of the map.
Yeah, like we could see like swamps and that as well, so we could actually see crocodiles and shit like that as well, and maybe like those.
You definitely will. I mean, they've got those out on Red Dead. They have so much animal life on Red Dead.
Oh yeah, so they could probably add more animal life into it.
They can definitely implement that in there. I feel like that the left city that has that little bridge, the far left side, it kind of gives me that San Fierro vibe, you know, in San Andreas. Where
I know what you mean.
There. Yeah.
I mean, if you
not that it is San Fierro, but it just gives that. It'll probably.
I mean, just scroll up for a sec, Cheezy, so I can see that little island on there. Just scroll up a bit for the island on that left. Where it's the bridge is going across on the left.
Oh, this one right here.
Yeah, looking at it, it does give like a San Fierro vibe the way it's been designed, and because like San Fierro is quite big, but I wouldn't say it's going to be. Oh shit! It's got 2 airports by the looks of it there.
This place, yeah.
So that'd be an interesting one. That
not far too down from that. That could be like a countryside too.
Yeah. So the thing with the airports is a lot of these gray areas, they don't really know what they are, so they speculate. I mean, this is still probably one of the best maps I've seen. Just because of how much information is. I mean, it's obviously not 100% accurate.
Well, I mean, if you looked at airports as well, if you looked at San Andreas, that had like a dirt, like in Las Venturas, it had that dirt. It had 2 airports. It had the main one where commercial would go. Then you had that one where you would do your pilot's license.
This place has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 or 7 fucking airports in this map, which is not believable to believe. Like,
I mean, I could see them using like maybe 3 or 4, depending on the commercial area, and then the other ones you see will be like those do you know, like private airports where you would see like little Cessnas and things flying out?
yeah,
That's how I would see them.
there's a lot of cool things. I hope this is the map because that'd be really sick. It'd be
I would definitely love to
sweet
play.
thing.
I definitely love to play this map for the next 7 years because
Oh yeah.
you know they ain't gonna touch the GTA genre.
No, you're gonna be secure for a while, which will be nice.
But the role play, if you think about it in a role play aspect, this is perfect. It's everything that you want.
It is, yeah.
Imagine
it has everything.
voice RP in it too. You know, just all the different things that you can do, the characters that you can make.
Well, admit, I wouldn't want to go into a crowded area.
Oh my god! I mean, they've gotten really good with the voice in crowded areas. At a certain distance, it just sounds very quiet and cuts off.
I mean, what happens? Just think of it in this way when they first start out. That if it's a bit different to how it was, you could walk into a riot where they're all screaming. And have any of you played Armor?
Yeah.
With that voice proximity. If someone has the screaming option on and screams down that mic whilst you have full volume, you are losing your hearing.
Well, some people are very rude. What the hell is this? I can't even tell when Twitch is running fucking ads. It just fucking runs them and doesn't say shit all. What else? I'm picking up on chat here because I've been kind of zoning on this map.
It's running it right now.
It's running them now. Okay, that explains what
yeah,
the fucking
I've got like both YouTube and thing up, so I can see.
I know YouTube's fine. I don't have monetization. I'm trying to get that back. I lost that in like 2019 or something when I went active, which is
fine. It's not on Twitch.
Not on YouTube. I still monetization on Twitch. Just YouTube is the one I don't have, which is fine. I don't mind.
Yeah, YouTube just doesn't love you.
Yeah, YouTube doesn't love me. I'm kind of getting up there, which is all right. So Fruit says a lot of the Rage MP is being dominated by Russian players, and I mean, it's not even a lie. Like, let me just one second.
Oh yeah.
We'll open up the Rage client because we need to do some comparison. It's 1 o'clock. We're kind of getting close to a peak time, so.
I was when I first loaded up Rage MP so that I could try out the test server for the server I'm working on. Bloody hell, the amount of fucking Russian servers I saw, like, holy Christ.
It's a lot.
There are a lot, like, Rage MP seems to be that Russian side.
No, definitely is. There's 59,000 players right now playing on Rage MP with over 259 servers. The top server is Majestic RP, which is a Russian server with 2,174 players.
Not gonna lie,
all the servers on this list are Russian.
But I've heard most of those, those users are bots, but I've heard and read. But a lot of those big servers, they have like you know how they have like server 1, server 2, server 3. I don't think you'll never see that unless it's like NoPixel, who probably has what 2 or 3 like servers, kind of divide out all the people who want to play. Like you won't really see that like in any other voice server or any other like American English
no, you really don't.
Format.
Eclipse is really down right now too. They only got 189 players. Wow.
I thought about joining Eclipse at one point too. I was like, I'm trying to Eclipse.
Rolls at 381. Let's scroll to the bottom because LSRP is probably right here at 64.
I've seen LSRP hit like 250.
Yeah, LSRP's gotten up there.
It just the downtimes be down, but it still be active as far as like my only experience with LSRP 5 is being on the Leo side, which is gonna be really all the action that you're gonna get plentiful action.
Yeah.
Well, also some mixed in passive roleplay here and there, but I can't see role playing as a civilian though.
No.
Not yet, at least.
I don't think I ever played as a civilian when on the old LSRP in 2016. Don't think I was. It was either firefighter or criminal, which Cheezy will remember because I scared quite a lot of his recruits.
Bro.
Oh yeah.
the LSFD and Samp.
Oh,
that was a great faction. I can't even lie. And then we had Gov over on Samp. And of course PTSD, City.
Oh yeah.
Actually, my first faction was actually like doing like public utilities. That was exactly what it was in the LSRP SAMP.
I think mine was driving the buses.
The buses, yeah.
Yeah, mine was driving the buses. Then I went to being a part-timer in the LSFD as a child support worker, and then
CPS. Oh my God, yes.
Yes. I was well, but here's the funny thing. I became a firefighter, and then when I was in the CPS division, everyone left apart from me. I was in charge of that fucking division. I was the only one keeping it alive until it got passed on to Gov. And the amount of drama I dealt with in CPS, but there was this one guy who liked to be that child predator. And every time he saw an ambulance, oh my God. No, honestly, every time he saw an ambulance, he would flinch and scream because he would think it was me. Because the last time I had to deal with him, I involved SD and they were corrupt as fuck. No one said a thing. They just watched SD beat him to shit at the side of the hospital.
Peak LSRP, man. Peak
It was
LSRP,
great.
man. You definitely did always have that one person who wants to roleplay something weird or racist. I really hated racist roleplay in LSRP. I can't lie. Like it bothered me greatly. I can remember because out of all things, like why would you want to roleplay that? But I was like, it's roleplay. It is what it is. But
yeah, sadly,
I definitely
it exists in real life, but
yeah.
it could be done without, to be honest, in my own opinion. It's not the nicest of things, especially if you are that person that's on the wrong end of the stick.
Yeah,
because it's just like it's like you try and some people go on RP just to release themselves out of this world and put themselves in a different world where they could be what they want to be.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's definitely, bro, like honestly, my whole roleplay experience has been an escape. And I know we're talking about it in a negative, light as far as, racism roleplay or, that disgusting roleplay that people somewhat enjoy. The famous ERP.
Don't remind me of that one. Don't remind me of that one.
That's another subject.
That's a grey area. That's a grey area to me because I do not want to remember that one.
Yeah. It just overall
because of reasons due to a certain select group of people. What was it called? The Valentine Complex. Ooh, I hated responding to that area. I hated responding. I nearly got fucking dragged into a room.
Honestly, I miss Stage 25. Like, it's something about Stage 25 like was a vibe. But back to my original point. Wow, I just lost my train of thought.
This happens.
Lost my train of thought. But
so you were talking about like being separating
yourself
from reality.
Yeah, my original thought was roleplay in general has been my escape from life. And it's been a really like positive just passion that I can do where, just like you said, I can go and be whatever I want to be in another server. So it definitely has its positive things of, the positive escape, and you also have the negative escape too. So that was my point. Me personally, I just went through a lot like in my younger life. That was kind of around that 2015 part. Literally, I'm really mad because I didn't get on LSRP until 2015. I wish I was on there 2012, 2013, because I heard that's when it was hot. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was actually like some really good roleplay going on. But
honestly, I can't remember when I joined, but I wish I joined sooner because it was a friend who brought me in, and I actually enjoyed it, and I had so much fun and laughs with the people there. I mean, it's how I met you guys as well. So,
and Cheezy, you remember, bro? You remember our first day on LSRP? You kidnapped me. You and O'Brien kidnapped me, and I had got you. I think I called the police on the phone.
We still have that on
it's on your channel.
Streaming, yeah,
it's on your channel. Bro, that was so funny,
I think the time Cheezy met me was when I was in hazmat, and then you were in FD. But then once Cheezy got to know me, boy, did he regret that.
Oh yeah, now you've been here as my moderator for how many years? I can't even fucking spend so many years.
I can't. I mean, heck, you've given me so much power. I could destroy everything.
Yeah, I saw you muting me throughout the podcast. I watched that.
You know you love me though.
What the fuck is going on? And I was like, oh wait, Llama's around. That's why.
You know you love me for that,
of course. That keeps things. Oh shit! I almost fell off my headset. It keeps things.
Yeah,
flowing
although I
and
don't think you loved me when I allowed a certain word to go through and you thought it was a shout out when it was something
oh
else.
yeah. You're no longer getting shout-outs
Interesting.
anymore.
Interesting.
Yeah, he's a fucking troll, man.
But as far
I
as
am
you
not as
know,
bad as Jahern though.
Mhm.
as far as you know, with GTA World, because back to Capo's comment, I think they will be on top, honestly, and it's kind of hard to admit for me because LSRP has a special place in my heart, for real. But the Samp server, I just wish they kind of moved faster with GTA 5 and the development of that because
To be honest, with
they should have hurried up.
Samp, it was starting to progress when they started to allow you to bring your own models in because I was working in that feature.
I forgot
but
about
that was when that was roughly around the time when it started to die out and it went into GTA World and Rage MP. But they were starting to get their heads out of their asses and they were actually looking into it more. But the development took that long. But the problem with it as well, though, is because since Rockstar don't condone this kind of shit, I mean, if you looked at Activision and what one group of people did, which was bring back an old game, but bring multiplayer for it. But then Activision are like, yeah, fuck you, we're going to sue you or we're going to stop you and all that shit. Is that it takes time to code into the thing because they've got to try and get into the actual code of the game. And then they've got to try and inject their code into that. And they got to make sure that it merges together instead of it being like two forces against.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I have a question to ask. All three of us are going to answer. Okay. Let's see. So, a voice sausage fruit asks, can you each three of you say one sentence to text and RP and voice RP? What is better and why? Which certain points you guys talking with that have better roleplay that type that doesn't? Oh shit, okay. I'll fire away for these guys to get this so that they have some brainstorming. I already know my answer to this. I've done both. I've done text-based and voice. I did voice for 5.5 years, and I switched over to text afterwards with voice throughout the past couple years. Voice RP is not strict RP. It's kind of goofy. You're going to spend more time kind of like in an arcadey RP experience, in my opinion, as opposed to text-based. It's more thorough. I guess there's more emotions with voice for some people in certain servers. There is more passion. It does feel more real in the entertainment aspect, whereas text-based, it feels like obviously a novel you're reading, which, I mean, for fuck's sake, it is, right? It is a novel, but picking between which one is better, I'd say, oh man, it depends in the retrospect. If you want to play it to have fun, enjoy it, text-based is really nice because you can just lay back and just chill, type, enjoy it. If you're going at an entertainment value, it's voice. There's more entertainment in voice than there is text-based, and that's why I don't stream as much on GTA World, because it's boring when it's just me, and if I'm with other people, it's suddenly I'm metagaming. So I'm not trying to get banned for bullshit.
You definitely have those.
With FiveM, I can go on, stream for a little bit, and run into people and have interactions and feed off of energy of other people. So you're not just having me sit there talking to myself as a wall. Who wants to go next?
He stole my answer. I'll go
ahead. I guess I answered
I go
already.
I think you might have answered for me as well a bit there.
But I mean, my experience, is really similar to Cheezy. Started off 2014, voice based. Found LSRP 2015. And I went text based for a while, like 4 or 5 years, honestly. And then I had to dabble into voice again because as you mentioned, the entertainment aspect. Voice is so good for entertainment. It's so good for content creating. Because you don't have to read. All you gotta do is listen, and it's easier to listen than read. Last time I checked. But yeah, for for entertainment standpoint, voice is definitely better. For more of a serious, laid back approach, text. But if I really had to choose, bro, I'm a sucker for seriousness. I love seriousness. I love in-depth details. I'm going to have to go with text. But from a content creator standpoint, and in the word entertainment mixed intertwined in there too, voice. So, I guess it just depends on the scenario. But if I just want to chill and get some good role play in, I'll go text.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's a lot more immersion with text. I feel like.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'd have to agree with both your answers there because it's.
You're fucking better, bro. Just kidding.
Yeah, well, you're threatening me. You're threatening me. Are you forgetting who I am?
Well, I mean,
answer, Llama.
Yeah.
But I have to agree. Like, I mean, entertainment. I've never found voice to be a thing for me. I kind of like having. So basically, just from the get go, straight away off the bat, text. Just because, even though voice is good and it could give you some laughter and all that, there are times where when it gets too slow, I get a little bored and things like that. And so I'd rather have it where I could be doing the text because then I can speak to a person whilst I'm dealing with that. Because it was always like when we were on LSRP, I would always be in a channel with someone. I'd either be with you or someone else, things like that. And it's one of those, I just couldn't deal with the voice because after a while it'd give me a headache because you're going to have that silly person who's going to scream down the mic, and I'm never in the mood for that. I just want to chill and have fun.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that have really high energy that matching or trying to stay within it is like.
Yeah, exactly. Like with text, you could act like it, so then you can actually take it at your own pace. But when it's on voice, because of your tone of voice and things like that, you have to match it, and then it just drains too much. Because it's. Sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry, bro. You were going.
It's fine, but because it's like, say for me, I do like 10 hours in a day for work. I'm completely shattered. I can't move. I can't think properly. I mean, right now I'm a bit dead right now, and it's one of those. It's when for me because I do so much work. It's nice to just sit down and then type and then just have a laugh with my friends at the same time. Because, well, surprise, surprise, men can multitask. It isn't just women, people. And it's
oh my god, Tony, yes, you're so right. My best phases of LSRP was Lost Demons. Oh my god.
That was probably the time everyone found out they should have never come near me.
I miss LSRP for that. Demons was great. I've even had people on GTA World asking me to do Demons.
And I wish I got into MCRP, bro, when I did LSRP. That's the one thing that I did not do. And it's kind of sad. But again, I think it was kind of like I always knew when I was younger. I always knew like, oh, them MC folks, they just gonna have racist roleplay. Like I definitely did have like that connotation in my mind, so I just never touched it. You know, but
wasn't it like White Knights who did that mostly? Because they were like proper out in the sticks, kind of.
Yeah, they were out there like in Montgomery, Blueberry. I'm assuming, but
yeah,
like they were out there, and I just didn't want anything to really do with them because I knew that kind of roleplay was going to offend me. No offense to those who were in White Knights, but it's just that type of roleplay. I don't think it was for me in the end. So you know, I always wanted to like go into a faction. So you know, I start off as you guys said, you know, public utilities, LSFD. I had my first character there. That was great. Had a little screenshot thread. Actually, LSRP actually has their you know, their old forums up, so you can look at all old.
Oh stuff. Yeah, just walk down the memory lane.
Yeah.
To be honest, like if you had met my character when I was in the Lost Demons, I think what was it, Cheezy? It was like you guys, like Pops adopted my character because he was lost and just out of there. And then and it was one of those. So it was like it was literally a white guy in a group of Mexicans, and so it showed like we didn't give a shit. It was like if you just want to come and ride, you come and ride. and it was one of those. So like you had the White Knights, but then you had ours, which was like it could just let you put your dip your toe into the pool, just test that water a bit, and see what it was like. I mean, heck, I know some people were, because I remember, what was it? One instance, I got in trouble for a lot of things, especially harvesting some things. Another one was robbing an ambulance, and that guy still doesn't like me for that.
Wow.
I literally robbed the ambulance just for the medical supplies because I was the demon's medic. And oh yeah, actually Cheezy was absolutely shit scared because the White Knights gave me an AK.
They did give him an AK.
It was great, that one. I couldn't fucking believe they gave me that. They just like, oh yeah, here you go. I was like, are you sure you want to be giving me this?
Also though, like I was kind of opposed to like role playing a different characters, like race. Like all my characters in LSRP Simp were black. So that was another thing. Like, I couldn't go and take that character into that type of role play area and expect a good outcome. So it was a part of me just not liking the role play in general, but also not willing to change and try it because nobody gonna knows who. Well, that's also another thing. With having a notable YouTube channel around that time, if I make video,
people don't know what you were going to be, what color your skin you were, and like, oh, you're RPing as a white man. That shouldn't be right.
That's one point. I was more getting into like, once they know my character's name, I honestly felt for the longest time people will roleplay with me differently on purpose because they know who it is. Like you knew who James Arkwood was, you knew who Garrow Brown was, Jalen Arkwood, Alexander Sheems. The name.
Oh yeah, that was the downfall.
So
that's the downfall of being a YouTuber or a streamer, is that people would know who that character is. They know the face behind that mask.
And so they'll do anything to get on a recording, and then half of the time, that's why I never streamed on LSRP, bro. Because or even GTA World, I didn't want to be streamed tonight. I didn't want my experience to be ruined because of others who wanted to be in my face for their own game.
Yeah, they just want their 5 minutes of fame and be like, yeah, I just fucked his stream off and all this, that, and the other. It's happened before. To be honest, that's why I don't. Hard. That's why I never decided to start streaming in like roleplay servers, just because people could do that. Because it ruins the aspect of giving that entertainment to people as well. Because some people, the first time they were here of roleplay, and they might want to have a look, because there's some serious people, and then there's like the ones who take it a bit cheeky, like that James Randall. It's like, my name is James Randall, and I just shot someone.
I love James Randall.
I love it as well. It's great, but I mean that's one aspect of the voice RP. The voice RP as well, though, is it does give you some entertainment there.
No, exactly. Hotwire said keep it G. Text roleplay has some of the best RP. Can't find anywhere else. I do agree with that one. Tony, we're actually going to be ending soon here. Sai has some stuff to do, and I don't want to hold him for too long.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't. I don't want to do that to him. He's got some stuff to do, IRL, and I need to.
Didn't you say we were on the payroll?
Yeah, I'm the guy who issues the payroll. Make the hours.
Yeah, you're the HR. It's like, our working conditions are shit. It's like, we
gotta have the pay first. So,
but
we just got roll right now.
I mean, this was a pretty sick first episode, in my opinion.
It's just because I joined in.
Most definitely.
How dare you?
I hope you guys enjoyed our discussion of this big news surrounding Rockstar Games, Take-Two, and FiveM. Bro, like Rockstar Games literally owns FiveM now. Like that, like if you think about it, it's, for lack of a better word, it's crazy. Like
it is, to be honest, because you wouldn't expect them to do that.
Like I wonder how is this going to go.
I mean, probably it could go better than how Activision deals with people like this.
Yeah, it's either good or bad, man.
Exactly.
Or
no, until we find out.
Or it could be, just a light. It could be a light tightening of the belt. Like, hey, you can't have those Nike sneakers in your server. You can have that Lamborghini, but you can be what they call it, Cheezy, that GTA world is like GTA lore stuff. Like you can only have GTA lore stuff in your server, and honestly, that's gonna make a lot of people not want to play. I can't even sit here and lie to you because I know 10 streamers off the top of my head. The only reason why, not even streamers, players, the only reason why they want to get into roleplay, only reason why they want to get into roleplay, bro, is because they see that fancy like Chevrolet car in the server. Like,
I'd say Silverado.
Silverado. Silverado. You know, like, or they want to put on some designer or Mary fashion. You know, they want to drip out their
get that Gucci bag on.
Exactly. You're not going to have that. You're not going to have that.
Well,
are you referring to Let's Plays for it, or are you talking about the next podcast? Just a curiosity. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you guys off.
It's good.
No, you're good.
What was I going to say? Oh yeah, no. It's like that meme. It's like, Mom, could we have a McDonald's? And it's like, no, we got McDonald's at home. It's like the shittest thing you could ever have. It's kind of, yeah, exactly. It's like that meme. It's just like, Mom, could I have that GTA? And it's like, no, we got GTA at home.
Yeah, we have GTA at home.
That's gonna be a new meme next,
like
isn't it?
Roblox. We have GTA at home, and the picture of Roblox as a meme.
Oh yeah, those leaks were just fake. Rockstar are actually just working with Roblox to make the shittest thing. To be honest, it's funny how Roblox can make how now they are, because I got a weird recommendation from something, and it somehow ended up to this, but the detail in the models now with Roblox is surprisingly and scarily good.
That's because they've done a lot of fucking wild ass shit on Roblox. Roblox is a whole fucking, that is a whole hole to dig into.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. But speaking of holes to dig into, because I like to make sure that Sai's ready. He's got something to do in the next 15 minutes. Next podcast we'll let people know. We'll probably make more of an announcement trailer and maybe have some more things laid out. Considering the hour and 30 minutes that we were live for and what we had, I think was pretty fun. It was great.
It was great. And we also got a Discord up as well. We're gonna have to kind of set that up more.
Yeah, it's a little bit of it's more of like a place where we write shit down right now, and I gotta fix the Twitch bitrate because I'm pretty sure it's fucking refreshing.
Does that mean I have more chaos to cause there?
Oh,
I'm taking that as a yes.
That's not my Discord. You can be chaotic in this one. This one's fine.
Oh no, I want to cause chaos in every Discord you're in.
Yeah, no, because you're a fucking mod. What was I gonna say? On that note, though, I think everything's good. If you have any other questions you want to ask, do it now because this is the time to.
Hit us up on Discord too, man.
We'll probably do this once a week going forward. Like I said, the first podcast was supposed to air at the end of August, but obviously this happened, and I woke up and messaged Sai, and I was like, we need to hop on this before someone else does, even if it's, just our community's looking at it. It's out there. We'll title everything correctly to kind of bring in new traffic to whatnot, because at the start of the podcast, which I don't know if a lot of people missed, they probably did because there's a lot of new names in here that I didn't see at the start. We did talk about the acquisition of Rockstar Games acquiring FiveM. Pretty crazy stuff. But hopefully next podcast we have some new faces. Llama around because
you mean voices?
Our inside developer. I'm your inside administrator. Well, retired administrator. Forcefully, I got fired.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, well, I mean, if you think about it, I was developer.
Bro, did it give it another Twitch ad for fuck's sake?
Yeah, it gave you another Twitch ad.
It's doing pre-rolls every fucking 20 minutes, bro. I need to stop this.
It's going hard on you. It's just so going hard on you.
There's no way I'm even getting anything for it. I'm just making people go through ads for no reason.
Like I said, I'm technically all of the above if you think about it, because since I was a developer, I could do anything I wanted. So if someone hired me for it, I literally had the power to do whatever the fuck I wanted.
That's factual. Factual is facts.
So like so basically the easiest way to put it is the developers are gods amongst the peasants.
The peasants. We're going down a rabbit hole. Llama's gonna keep talking. We're gonna end the stream. Oh my god. Llama talks and I just zone out and I listen to him because he just says shit. It's his voice. It's his fucking voice. All right. On that note,
you love my voice,
baby. We're getting the fuck out of here. We'll be back with,
hey, yo!
We out of here. We out of here.
You know
Hey,
you
man.
love it.
we the fuck out of here. This podcast is going to be available after the stream on YouTube.
For sure.
Llama, give out links to my Discord because we'll have everybody there until we'll get size the Discord link in here and whatnot.
Oh, do you want me to just send everybody onto this Discord?
Yeah. Grab my Discord link and then I'll add size Discord on my my shared.
I'm gonna have to get it to you after I get back.
Yeah. So, but on that note, I guess that's really it.
Oh, come on.
Or was that the closeout? It's been the Out of Character podcast, man.
That's a fucking closeout.
That's the closeout.
I'm gonna put my favorite song in the world, which is Chain Gang 1974 Sleepwalking by Great Auto. Goodbye everyone. Thank you so much for streaming today.
All right, man. I hope everybody has enjoyed. If you enjoyed this podcast and you want us to continue, please hit up your boy Suaku100. Leave a like, leave a subscription to your boy because this is new. It's something new and it's exciting. And I will catch y'all in the next one. It's been your boy Suaku100. I love you all. Peace.
Hey, Criminal, go get that gelato.